Have you ever felt like something was watching you, but when you turn around, there's nothing there? What if I told you that something is there, waiting, hiding, smiling in the dark? Tonight, we step into a nightmare where the silence isn't empty. It's full. Full of something that sees you, hears you, and wants you. But once you hear its voice, it's already too late. Distant giggle, sudden static. Are you sure you're alone right now? Because after this, you won't be. Heartbeat sound, screen fades to black, then suddenly, bam! A loud noise cuts in. Sound of distant thunder, heavy breathing, footsteps crunching on dry leaves. A whisper in the wind, almost too faint to hear. A rustling in the trees, a presence unseen but felt. A figure moves through the dense forest, their breath uneven, their hands trembling. They don't know how long they've been running. Minutes? Hours? Time has lost meaning. All they know is that something is behind them, watching, waiting, smiling in the dark. Heartbeat thudding, slow and heavy, as if it's counting down to something. The trees seem to twist and stretch, narrowing the path, pulling the sky away. The moon flickers behind the branches, casting long shadows that dance and whisper. The figure stumbles, catching themselves against the rough bark. A deep scratch forms on their palm, warm blood dripping onto the earth. A sound, soft but deliberate, emerges from behind. A footstep, not theirs. The sound of breathing just behind them. They spin around, but there's nothing. Just trees, just silence. But silence isn't empty. Silence is full. Full of things unseen, things that press against the edges of the world, waiting to slip through the cracks. A laugh, a child's laugh, light, playful, wrong. A distant giggle echoing through the trees. Their chest tightens. They know they shouldn't follow the sound. They know better. But something in them stirs, an instinct deeper than fear. They take a step forward, then another. Their pulse quickens. The air is thick, suffocating. The trees lean in, whispering secrets they cannot understand. And then, in the clearing ahead, a swing. An old wooden swing moving back and forth on its own. The ropes creak, swaying in a wind that doesn't exist. A single doll sits in the dirt beneath it, its porcelain face cracked, one eye missing. And then, the swing stops, instantly. The world holds its breath, and so do they. They reach out, hesitant, fingers hovering over the doll. The ground is too soft beneath them, like standing on something living. Their breath catches as they notice. Handprints, small, childlike handprints, pressed deep into the earth all around them. They are fresh, too fresh. A shadow moves, not ahead, not behind. Beneath them, a guttural, inhuman growl. They stagger backward, but the earth grips their feet, pulling them down. A hand, tiny, cold, and impossibly strong, grasps their ankle from below. They scream, thrashing, trying to pull free. Dirt shifts, and the ground splits open beneath them. From the darkness, a face emerges. A child's face, pale, hollow, its eyes endless pits of black. It smiles. You found me. An explosion of whispers, voices overlapping, surrounding, suffocating. They yank free, tumbling backward, scrambling to their feet. They run. They don't look back. They can't. But they hear it. The footsteps, the giggle growing louder, turning into something else. Something distorted. Something that shouldn't exist. A house appears ahead. An old, rotting house, standing alone in the clearing. Its windows are empty, gaping mouths swallowing the moonlight. The door is slightly open, beckoning. They don't want to go in, but behind them, the giggle stops. The world is silent again. They step inside. The air is thick with decay. The floor creaks beneath them. The door slams shut. Heavy silence, broken by soft tapping. Tap, tap, tap. From upstairs, slow, deliberate. Coming closer, they hold their breath. The light bulb above flickers, casting long, stretching shadows. A mirror at the end of the hall reflects the darkness. But something is wrong. Their reflection is not moving. It's staring, smiling. The tapping stops, a moment of absolute silence. Then, a voice, right behind them. A whisper crawling into their ears. Turn around. They don't want to. They can't. But their body disobeys. Slowly, trembling, they turn. The light flickers again. The screen cuts to black. Silence. A single breath. A whisper. Now, it's your turn.